No man is completely and utterly a one-woman man. That's my point.
And they have to divide the peasants. That's the only way the elites can
Shut the fuck up.
Have kids, sit at home, be quiet, make coffee.
Yeah.
And it makes everybody happier in the long run. It's good for everyone.
This is like, oh, this is really mean. Like, this is when they say protect your peace, this is what they mean. Like, greetings, beautiful earth angels. Welcome back to another video. It's your girl, Nagad, and today I'm doing a video I've always wanted to do. I've been telling you guys that I want to get into reaction videos. And so I've asked you guys to send me some links to certain videos or people to react to. And the first person that, actually, the first, second, and third person that you guys asked me to react to is Andrew Tate. So this is actually going to be my first reaction video, but I'm going to be doing many, many more. So please feel free to either email the email address below, nagadofearth@gmail.com, with any links to YouTube videos you want me to react to or shows. But I'm also starting to do advice segments on my channel, which I'm really excited about. So if you need advice or you want my opinion on certain things, like, let me know, because in that email address, I'm going through them, I'm reading them. It's going to be anonymous. It's going to be great. We're going to share all of our experiences, actually, because a lot of my experiences have helped you. So let's help other people too, right? I'm only watching Andrew Tate best podcast moments because I know that TikTok ones, it's just, I feel like it's heavily edited, and I just want to give him the benefit of the doubt, even though he doesn't really need it.
Whether people like it or not, wealth is a way to establish credibility. Like, there's a lot of people who dislike me, and that's fine, but it's hard to deny that I am fiscally successful, at least, and that gives you a degree of credibility, which gives you some presence when you speak. It's hard to ignore a guy who you know has hundreds of millions of dollars.
No man is completely and utterly a one-woman man.
Wow, I'm actually so shocked. Like, that was so fast. That's not what everybody wants in life. Not everybody is searching. Oh, I'm actually shocked that I already have an opinion. But do you see what I mean? Like, not everybody cares about money. And that's why I guess I don't know him.
It's hard to ignore a guy who you know has hundreds of millions of dollars.
No man is completely and utterly a one-woman man. That's my point. There's a societal expectation which has been placed upon humanity, and then we have a biological and evolutionary imperative. And the male evolutionary imperative is not to have one female. Now, there are some dudes out there who are going to disagree with me, but those are dudes, they got low testosterone, they're not the big G, they ain't got no money, they ain't nothing, right? That's different. But any man who's actually in a position of status, since the dawn of human time, every single king, every single sultan, all of them had more than one chick. That's actually the natural human state.
No, I don't give a fuck.
Describe your ideal man.
Okay, I have so much to say. To him, what is important is power, clearly. I mean, I'm assuming not everybody cares about that. Like, if your priority is to be rich and famous, you want to have some type of, is it called nobility? Like, nobility? You want to be noble? Anyway, if you want to have some type of, like, status and you're paying attention to this crumbling system, then okay, yeah, look at the famous guys. They don't keep one girl. I get it. They're probably all in open relationships. I get it. But you're talking about kings and queens, but that's like the smallest number. That's the smallest percentage of the population. They survive by taxing and by taking advantage of people, by owning people, owning land, owning things. Like, that's a whole different, you're on a whole different journey. You have a whole different set of priorities. To me, a farmer is 1,000 times more valuable than a king. If a farmer dies, the king won't know what to do. If the farmers strike, the kings won't be able to feed themselves. When you think about a farmer, what kind of life dynamic you think he has? I'm sorry, but yeah, okay, I understand that some men don't believe that being with one woman is the way to go. But people who are on this earth in order to just experience it without leaving more destruction behind, don't care about how much they can acquire. Am I wrong to be thinking like that? Am I wrong to be thinking like a king is not as valuable as a farmer? It's just, to me, that's such a weird priority to have. This is just getting rougher and rougher. I thought I was going to have nice things to say, but I'm shocked.
That's actually the natural human state.
No, I don't give a fuck.
Describe your ideal man.
My ideal man is Drake, but loyal.
Oh, man.
You know the problem with Drake? Let me tell you something.
He's gay, I know.
I know. I've had about 1,000 women say the same thing to me.
What?
1,000 women have said to me, Drake has the hands of the girl.
Oh my god.
You can look at a man and see a man's hands. Do you understand me? Like
That's a
his
first.
hands.
I didn't know that.
You don't,
Yeah.
Look, Google Drake. Put him on the screen.
Google
Listen,
Drake's
Google
hands.
Drake's hands.
Actually, he's
Put him on
trending.
the screen.
He's
He's got
trending
the
right
hands
now.
of a girl.
He's trending right now, actually.
If I were to grab him by his neck, is
Yeah.
Drake called me dog. But yeah, it's
Okay. All right.
Oh, wow.
that a man's hands? Look at that. Baby hands. You let those hands touch you?
I'm pretty sure my
They're
fingers are
soft
longer
little
than
baby hands.
Like, no one analyzes anything. They just want to get rich, right? I want to be rich, but they have no plan to get rich. And a hope and a plan are very different things. I explain this to people all the time. Everyone has a dream, but no one has a plan. And nothing good is going to
You know who he reminds me of? You know those guys in high school? It reminds me of one of the guys in high school, and it just went too far. Also, Drake has girly hands. You asked her what her ideal type was. She said Drake. So you're not happy with her answer? Because he has girly hands, in your opinion. What's a girly? How could a person who was born a male have girly hands if they're male? We're all so genetically diverse. There's no such thing as girly hands. If a man is born with a certain type of hand, it's just that's by default, that's a man's hand. That's so strange to me, to be like, that's like what, you looked at yours, then you looked at his? Like, that's so weird to me. This is so weird. It feels like I'm listening to like a little kid, but whatever.
Get rid of that.
Get
rid of that.
Get rid of that stupid
That
shit.
won't respect me
wow.
crap. That's not real.
Is that
Yeah.
real? Really?
You know what? So many women say to me, "You're so Andrew. You know what? You're so rich, but you're smart, and you're actually very intelligent. And I know you'd get really bored of a robot." And I'm sitting there thinking,
This guy really says, so many women say to me, you know, Andrew, you're so rich.
"Bitch, I wish to God you were a robot." You better shut the fuck up. We talk about star signs? Oh yeah, I'm so glad. Tell me more about by Sagittarius rising, you idiot. I don't give a fuck. Give me a robot. All men want robots. That's all we want.
What do you need in the bank to say it's fuck you money?
That is so mean. I'm so shocked. That is so mean. But I keep thinking, like, what has to happen to me to get there? For you to say, like, shut up, I wish you were a robot.
To say fuck you money, I mean, you have to have enough money to not ever work again, depending on how you earn money. Because I'm completely and utterly self-sufficient, I can't be canceled. So I think my fuck you money number is actually going to be lower than others because my money will never stop.
All I do is fight. My life is a fight. What do you mean I'm not fighting a battle? I'm fighting a battle against the oppression of humankind.
How are you doing that?
How am I doing that? I'm the only person who didn't cowered out at the beginning of this imaginary scamdemic. I'm out here literally resisting the enslavement of man. What do you think I'm trying to make all this money for? More cars? No. I'm making money specifically so that I am, to a degree at least. So I said to Tristan, we need to discuss money. We need to plan this, and we need to work out a way we can get rich. And that's
Wow, the amount of times the word money came up. I'm starting to think maybe my priorities are off. Cause I'm having a headache. I think I'm having my first headache in like 5 years. Not because of him, and I think he's like X, Y, and Z. It's just there's a lot going on with who he is, and I was not expecting it.
That's when I started analyzing and understanding banks and the credit system and the money system, how the world actually works. And then I got really pissed off because I realized that money isn't real and it's all a scam. And the banks are destroying us in real time with inflation. And I still don't have any.
Women are absolutely happy saying, you know what? I know I have the best man on the planet and I know I make him happy. Women are happy with that.
Yeah, that's true.
They're far more happy with that than they are working some fucking career.
Yeah.
And some garbage. Oh, I have thoughts and opinions and a job.
Yeah, shut the fuck
fuck up. Have kids,
Dumb
sit at
bitch.
home, be quiet, make coffee.
Yeah.
And it makes everybody happier in the
Yep.
long run. It's good for everyone.
This is like, oh, this is really mean. Like, this is the type of, this is when they say protect your peace, this is what they mean. Like, if you recommended this to me and you're the type of person that is not enjoying it, then I really question why you even wanna. I don't believe he believes what he's saying. So it becomes confusing to me. Like, why are you're just trying to, it's very clear that you're just trying to hurt people's feelings, but I don't understand why. You're speaking on literally a whole experience that you have no idea about. How do you know that it would make a woman happier to stay home, make babies, and have coffee? It makes everybody happier in the long run. So you see yourself as everybody. Damn, that's wrong.
It's good for everyone. I don't know how this is even controversial anymore.
Right, but Cobra, might I interject that if women were truly happy doing that for so long, maybe this whole women's lib thing, how did that come about?
That's a psyop from the New World Order. They're deliberately trying to turn women against men. They have to divide the peasants. That's the only way the elites can retain control. They turn the blacks against the whites, the Democrats against...
When he even says, like, I have women who say, it's like, who? I don't even... like, who is she? And does she know about BetterHelp? Seriously, like, who? Because just because people can say X, Y, and Z doesn't mean it comes from a healed place. So when you say they're trying to turn men against women, which men? Which women? Which women? These are women who are damaged, who have alcoholism, who believe that leaving their houses at night and without the proper protection is fun. Like, these are women who put themselves in situations where traumatic things can happen to them because it's comforting. Basically, I'm assessing the type of woman he's talking to, and is not anybody that I know. The men are trash mentality is a side effect of not only the abuse that women endure from men like that just say whatever they want whenever and are just mean, you know? Like, there's no way people can turn men against women. It's just not possible. And if it feels that way, then you need to take a social media detox. Because all of these things that is going on online, you go to work on Monday, who's talking about it? Literally nobody. Social media creates a bubble around your interests and around what you believe is like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just an illusion. Like, nobody thinks men are trash because we know that trash is actually garbage and it goes outside.
Listen, a revolution is nothing more than men standing in one place and saying this shit has to change. The reason there's no revolution, despite the absolute tyranny we experience here in the Western world, is because most men aren't allowed out the house because their wife will get mad at them. You have to be home at 10 o'clock. I mean, it's enough, but...
Most men are not allowed out of the house because their wives will be mad at them. They gotta be home at 10 o'clock. What's outside past 10 o'clock? What's outside past 10 o'clock? What is he gonna go get? Like, what is he possibly gonna go get? What's outside past 10 o'clock? I mean, maybe I was born and raised Muslim, and I know that, like, when the sun sets, you have to be home because there's nothing good that happens after the sun sets. Like, if it's like he's at the gym and that's the only time he can go to the gym, okay, that makes sense. But what's the point of a man being outside past 10 o'clock? It's not even just men, it's even women. What's outside past 10 o'clock? I always say this. Every time there's an issue, there's a shooting, there's a stabbing, there's a problem, it's always at night, outside. I mean, sure, it happens in broad daylight everywhere. Okay, yeah, I can't overgeneralize like that. But you see what I mean? Like, I'm always like, okay, why didn't you stay home? Just stay home. Be at peace. Men can't be out of the house past 10 o'clock. Oh my God, this wife, she's horrible. She cares about his safety. She worries about him. That's the worst thing you could possibly do. Because him being outside past 10 o'clock could bring in so much opportunities.
I don't like traveling the world with women. I think it's one of the most frustrating things a man can possibly do.
Why?
Okay, imagine you had to travel around the world and you had to take a 3-year-old with you. You'd be like, oh, now you go, where's my 3-year-old? Has it 8? I have to make sure they're safe. Got to bring all their stuff. It's exactly the same with the chick. Me and my brother,
Bro, I don't even want to finish that. Like, that just triggers me. Like, that literally triggers me so much because it's like, again, it's the type of person that we're talking about. Like, why is it hard for you to... Why is it that we are always expected to nurture your inner child, to nurture your insecurities, to be there for you, but when we are going through something, it's stop crying. Why are you crying so much? It's just really, it's really off. It's really off and it's really mean because you know high stress situations, how people behave in high stress situations. So basically, yeah, the whole robot comment he made before, that's exactly it. He's not meant to be with a person, like a whole person. And what's so bad about wanting to have what you need? Like, at least he knows what he wants, right? At least he knows he doesn't want to travel with women because of that. But just the theme of men thinking women are children It's like you don't see it when you're being a child because we're women. We're taught to take care of that. You just don't know how to take care of us. Just because you were never taught to connect with your emotions doesn't mean that when we are connecting with ours, it has to trigger your past traumas. You're responsible for that as a man.
Exactly the same with the chick. Me and my brother, we're Spartan, right? We can just go, rock up at an airport. There's no flight for 11 hours. Sleep in the airport terminal. Don't eat, don't sleep. One bag on our back. Old school soldiers. We don't care. With a chick, it's all, I need food, I need water, where's my stuff? My case is 55 kilo. Oh, I forgot this foundation. I need to find this foundation. It's horrible.
I do agree.
Women,
If I haven't eaten, I'm not good.
yeah. So women are effectively children. And
Well, no.
Yeah,
we're
see,
not.
no, so
we're
we
just
got there.
different.
No.
We're just different to men. We're not children. A child couldn't sit here and have this conversation with you.
Women have to be monitored and maintained and maintenanced effectively like a child would when it comes to
Not
travel.
like a child.
Yeah, same, exactly the same. It's the same.
It's interesting. It's
Yeah,
interesting.
listen, if I'm gonna go Iraq, Afghanistan, all the places, and I've been to these places, I go with Tristan. We're battle.
This is actually affecting my mental health. So I'm just gonna stop this right now. Because it's like kind of the way he's talking is just, it really is reminding me of people I used to know in my past. And it's just like, why do you have to be so mean about it? Like, if you really don't, oh my God, like, how is he going to say taking care of women is like taking care of children? How would you know? How would you know what it's like to take care of a child? Because it's nothing like taking care of a child. And I always say it, like, if she knows that she wants water and she's thirsty, and you're not able to help her get water, and you know what I mean? Like, you're not able to provide that for her, then okay, sure, you don't be with that person, but that doesn't mean they're a child for knowing what they want. You know that you're able to do X, Y, and Z, and you know that you're comfortable doing X, Y, and Z. If you go with somebody that you don't know, then then don't expect them to be on the exact same agenda and on the exact same plan as you. That literally makes no sense. The people you keep around you in your life, whatever impression they give you on humanity, is your fault. We've seen people literally do humanitarian projects their whole lives, and their opinion on Earth is like creme de la creme. So who are you dealing with? Like, this also shows you that anybody can get rich, but not anybody can be spiritually enlightened. Anybody can make money, but not anybody can be kind. Leave a good example behind. It's not everybody that could do that. Whew, so that's all I'm gonna say with this one. I'm just gonna end this one right here. I need to go get some fresh air. So if you like this video, make sure to comment down below. This was my first reaction video. I want to do more, so let me know what you have for me down below. Make sure to email my email address at nagadofearth@gmail.com for any advice that you want, journal entry style. I'm gonna read the whole thing anonymously, and we'll go through it like kind of like a story time type of thing, and we'll just dissect it the same way I dissected the stuff that he said, you know? So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Same place, same time. I gotta go work on myself real quick because this guy really just like, the whole place. Like, I was not expecting this. I honestly thought I was gonna come on here and say positive things. I couldn't have been further from the truth. Okay, we out. Same place, same time? Okay, good.